Welcome back, fans of all things Disney. I wanted to share some amazing news with all of you. Earlier this week, my son surprised me with a visit from New York. We haven't seen him since Christmas, so it was fantastic to just walk in the house, and he was sitting there with my husband just having a cup of coffee at the end of a very long day of work to have my son home and my entire family in one place under one roof. It has truly been a fantastic week. So for those of you that have been emailing me or messaging or commenting, I apologize if I've been delayed in getting back to you, but I'm sure that you all can understand. To have my son home has just truly been an amazing treat and blessing for all of us. So, we did, however, go and do some shopping yesterday. He needed to get some things at the outlet mall, so I do, as you can see, have some Character Warehouse bags behind me. But then we also went over to Disney Springs. That is something that we like to do as a family whenever we are all together. We like to go to Disney Springs and just kind of walk around, do some shopping, and we found some really fantastic things that I thought that I would share with you. The first thing that we found, and I did get a few of these, so if anybody is interested, you can certainly email me. They had these little Dumbo sippers, and maybe it's because I don't go to Disney Springs that often, but I don't know that I have ever seen sippers or like the plastic foodware that the parks tend to sell and sell out of and people go crazy for. So, but they did have the Dumbo sippers. They had the popcorn holder, which is kind of like the engine for the little train, and then they had the Dumbo sipper. I didn't really like the popcorn holder itself, but this little guy, I got one for myself, and then I picked up several extra because I know some of you and I know that you like to collect those things. So if you are interested, just send me a quick email and I will get you all the particulars. But this little buddy was just too cute. You can see him there with the railroad symbol, and then of course you have Dumbo with the movie coming out. I'm sure that that's why they're kind of marketing these things. But he was, let's see here, I think with tax it ended up being like $17.25 or something like that, $17.50. I'd have to look at the receipt, but a really cute sipper, and people were walking all over the place with these things and asking me where I got mine, and he was definitely a hot item, and it was the first day that I had seen them. So I do have a few of these if anybody wants one. Now also, something I have seen these mugs before at Disney Springs, World of Disney, in the parks. I have seen them, but what I haven't seen is the deal that they were running on these mugs. And I have so many Disney mugs that I wasn't really planning on getting one, but these are originally $24.99. You can see the price tag there. And what they were doing is they had them, if you bought two, you got them for $15 each. So a $15 mug as opposed to a $25 mug. And then when you put my discounts for either DVC or annual pass on there, it actually lowered it to, I want to say it was close to, it was right around $12. So a $12 mug when it was normally $24.99, it's less than half price. I thought, you know, oh my gosh, you don't typically see deals like that. So a deal like that was a really good one. It certainly made sense to go ahead and get the mugs. And I loved this one. I really do love Tangled, the movie, and the Princess Rapunzel. I just love the way that they created her with that feisty spirit. The tower for the handle, and then inside it says reach for the stars. And for me, one of the most impactful symbols in that movie is of course the star for the lost princess, so, or the sun for the lost princess. So to have it designed like this was one that I wanted. My daughter was actually the one that got us over there to look at them. She saw the Little Mermaid mug and she loves the Little Mermaid, so she wanted me to get her this, and that's what got me looking at the price and at the special and all that. Also $24.99, but because of buy two, they're $15 each. So we did end up getting both of these. This is Ariel's little signature. I don't know if you can see it with the glare there, but it's got her little signature on it, and it of course has as a handle, it's got the fork there that she uses as a dingle hopper. I'm not even sure what she calls it, but my daughter loves this mug, so this will be hers. And then of course I have mine. So because it is Disney Springs, even though I had that question into the Disney legal department about shopping in the parks, if you wanted me to pick up any of those kind of mugs, please just let me know. They also had Snow White. They had one for Belle that was stacked up books, which was really cute. And they had one for Cinderella, which was Cinderella's carriage. So if you wanted me to stop and pick up something like that for you, I certainly can do that. Now, in addition to that, I was so pleased with this. I hadn't seen this one before, and I know that they have a new castle collection, like a new castle line that they came out with a couple of weeks ago with the ears with the castle, and then they had frames and things like that. But I had not seen this sweatshirt, and maybe it was in stock and I just hadn't seen it. But as soon as I saw the sweatshirt, and my birthday's coming up, I said, you know what, that's coming home with me because I just really love it. So long story short, I took a quick look on the shelf and they did not have my size, but here comes this gentleman rolling up with a cart filled with these sweatshirts, probably 20, 25, and people lost their minds. Like, they just started grabbing them off of the cart. Sorry, Masha, no, honey. Off of the cart before he could even hang them up. I did not do that. I waited until he went ahead and he put mine up on the rack. But that kind of told me they were waiting for them, or this is a sought after item. So it kind of validated my desire to have this particular sweatshirt. Masha, honey, lay down. Okay. But you will see once I show you why this is such an awesome sweatshirt. Okay. So this is the back. You can see it's Mickey there with the castle. It's kind of like a white or cream colored sweatshirt. It has that beautiful like knitted or crocheted gray and white sleeve, same as the hood. The inside of the hood, you can see there, it's the castles with the gold, absolutely beautiful. Then on the front, it has the just very simple castle, gold castle with the silver kind of embellishments, and you've got the Mickey ears there. So a very simple sweatshirt. It was $65, I think it was, and then with my discounts, it made it in the $50 range. So very pleased with that purchase, and I brought it home. So in addition to that great castle sweatshirt that I found, my husband treated me to a couple of other little goodies. This is a Mickey Mouse bottle opener, and you can see there, it's got the detailing on the front, but then on the back, you can do a, sorry, the tripod is slipping. You can do a pop top or a twist off. Sorry about that. The tripod slipped. My phone went flying. It was just a hot mess. But so back to our little pop top magnet. So this will just go right onto the refrigerator. It was teal color, and I don't remember exactly how much that is, but I don't think it was very much. I think it was $14.99, $15, something like that. And with our discounts, it made it very reasonable. So that'll look really cute hanging on the refrigerator, and it'll be the kind of thing that we will use frequently, I'm sure. Then I found these adorable, they are Mickey corn holders, and you can see there that this will just simply slip onto the ends of the corn, and then it'll look like Mickey hands are holding on to the actual corn cob. Now, I'm not a huge fan of corn to begin with. It's not one of my favorite things, corn on the cob, but my husband loves it, so we do have it quite often. And these were just too cute to pass up. These were $6.99. You can see that there. $6.99, and with the discount, like, they were crazy inexpensive. So we went ahead and we grabbed those. Then my husband treated me to, I had not seen this anywhere except the Spice Shop, that Mickey's Pantry. And we walked in and I saw it on the shelf and I said, you know, I've never seen that before, but it was really beautiful. I pointed it out to my husband because he's a huge Haunted Mansion fan. I like Haunted Mansion, don't get me wrong. I think Haunted Mansion is fantastic, but it is his favorite ride. So I pointed this out to him as something that he might want. And wouldn't you know, he surprised me with it. He had spoken to the lady. She said it was the last one that they had. They were not going to be getting any more in. So if you wanted it, he did need to go ahead and get it. So I don't know if it was a sales ploy or what, but it certainly worked because this beautiful candle holder came home with him. And you can see that there, right? The gargoyle, you can see the detailing. Very similar to the ride. The coloring is similar to the ride. And that'll just look really cute. Now, my husband said, well, we could put it out for Halloween. And I said, well, why Halloween? Let's just put it up with everything else that we happen to have, and we'll leave it up all year long. So the price on that was $44.99. Right, so kind of expensive for a candle holder, but when you take our discounts off of that, that pulls it down into the mid-30 range. Still kind of pricey for a candle holder, but it's really kind of cute. And like I said, my birthday's coming up and he just wanted to treat me, so I will absolutely take that little bit of a treat. Then, let's see here, I think the only other thing that we have is my husband loves that Mickey's Pantry. So he always buys a ton of stuff. Like I have a whole bag of goodies, of spices and mixes and things like that. So this one he picked up was bacon blue cheese mac and cheese, right? So this is a mix. This was $5.89, and you don't get your discounts on things that are from like a third-party vendor, and everything that's in that chef Mickey's in terms of spices is a third-party vendor, but still not too bad. Then we got the Woodsman's rice blend. You can see that there, and I can't quite make out how much this was. I think this was $6.75, but he thought that this would go great with steak, and we're having steak for dinner tonight with my son being home, so that'll be fun. And then Cajun dirty rice, so we grabbed that one, and this was $6.75 as well. Then, oh, and my daughter, so my daughter's one of her favorite stores as well because she loves tea. She loves everything about tea. She likes being able to brew tea and those cute little things. But for Christmas, we had gotten her a teacup, and she ended up breaking it when she had some friends over to the house. So we ended up replacing that teacup for her. I don't remember exact, oh, $7.99 was what this was. So a little pricey for a little small cup, but she loved it, and that's one of the things that she wanted. Then let's see here. This is tandoori chicken and rice mix, and this was $5.99, so you can see that there. If you have a chef or somebody in your family that just loves to cook, loves to play around with spices, that Mickey's Pantry is definitely worth going into because they have all the spices out on the shelves. You can go in, you can take a look, smell different things so that you get a sense for what you might want to get. This is Pirate's Bite grinder, and my husband loves to cook with like rubs and things like that on the food, so that'll probably make its appearance on some steak tonight, I would think. And then what else do we have? Oh, Kahuna garlic salt spice blend, and he knows that I love anything tropical, anything from Hawaii, anything from the Caribbean. He knows that I love that kind of stuff, so this is a nice little surprise there. Then let's see here, we had the slow cooker pulled barbecue chicken, so that's kind of a basic one, I'm sure, but interesting, something to try, and that was $5.99. I think that was it for everything that we got when we were at Disney Springs. We, of course, my daughter went into Sephora and she got herself quite a bit of makeup. But when we go on our little family trips to Disney Springs, we just grab whatever people might happen to like, you know, and just enjoy our time. We also got, my son and I have a little tradition where we'll get Ghirardelli sundaes when we are at Disney Springs. So we, of course, did that, and we sat down by the water and we ate our sundaes. My daughter, she doesn't eat ice cream very much, so we did stop at Sprinkles. And if you have never stopped at Sprinkles and used their ATM, their cupcake ATM, that was an experience. That was really fun. So we stopped at Sprinkles. We put in our order for what she wanted. She wanted a banana cupcake, and then she wanted the little box of cupcakes for the dogs. So we got those, and we placed our order, swiped the card, and the cupcakes were available within 30 seconds. The door opened up, we grabbed our cupcakes. So if you have a cupcake fan in your family and you've never tried that, it's an interesting experience, although I'm sure you have a much bigger variety if you go into sprinkles. But we certainly enjoyed our experience using the ATM. So we were able to do that. And of course we had poutine for lunch. You know, I love poutine. So we had that for lunch. My son ended up getting the Latin poutine and I got the original. My husband still doesn't understand why I like poutine as much as I do, but that's okay. He got something else to eat. But all in all, it was a fantastic trip. It was a great trip because my whole family was together. We took lots of pictures and just had a grand old time. So hopefully you enjoyed our little walk through our haul from Disney Springs, and I'm going to do a haul with all the Character Warehouse stuff in just a few minutes. So if you are interested in seeing any of those things, make sure that you stop back. We are just at the end of our subscriber drive for March. We were trying to get up to 400, which we have crested. We are at 425 as of the filming of this video. So if you would be so kind as to hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment on any of our videos. We're going to be doing our drawing for mystery box giveaways at the end of March, and you could certainly scoot into that drawing just by subscribing to the video and liking and commenting. So thank you for coming along for the haul, and until our next video, bye-bye.